Welcome to Healthy Skeptics, where we take a no BS approach to holistic health.
We're a mother-daughter duo who believe in redefining health by going beyond rigid protocols, detox fads, and restrictive diets.
Here, we dig deep into root causes, challenging traditional and holistic medicine, and talk about what really works in today's world to help you feel your best.
Join us as we sift through the noise, tackle myths, and offer real insights into holistic health with a healthy dose of skepticism.
Hello.
Hello. All right.
Welcome back
To Healthy Skeptics.
So today, again, in light of it just being January and we're kind of in like review mode of the year and just trying to be a little bit more helpful, there are definitely products that blew up in 2024 for health. Now we did like prediction of trends.
We did.
I think this will be fun because there are actually a few that are kind of cool and fun and like we wouldn't say no, but then there are some that were really popular that will probably remain popular in 2025. And just, what we omitted from this list are things like colostrum, greens powders, and like the hydrogen water bottles we know are popular. We are doing separate deep dives on those topics.
Yes. Yes.
So
They deserve their own
place. But anyway, so we wanted to go through and just kind of talk about what things that could be helpful and really help you move the needle. Products aren't always all bad. Obviously, we're going to push lifestyle more, but they can come alongside and be helpful.
I think so. But also, I think
it's the good and the bad.
Yeah, but also it's kind of like we all talk about, food is so expensive. Things are just really expensive have been for a while, right? And it's like, so, looking at some of these health products that you're going to bring up that were trendy this past year or possibly continuing into 25, it's like where to spend your money. Like where are you going to get the most bang for your buck? Is it going to be in a $60 supplement or is it going to be, by doing something different?
So we're going to go through all of it.
Yeah.
Where are you going to get the most bang for your buck?
Yes, exactly. So
there we go. Okay. So starting off, product number one.
These are all a surprise. So my reactions will be somewhat.
They're not all a surprise.
Sarcastic.
Things we've talked
about. Maybe.
Okay. There's I think there's two specific matcha teas that are getting a lot of popularity.
Okay.
One is the Peak Matcha, which is an MLM, and that's a whole other thing.
But I always liked it.
It doesn't, just because it's an MLM doesn't necessarily mean the product is bad. It's just, I don't appreciate or like the way that MLMs do business.
Okay.
From a what's the word? Like an integrity standpoint.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
The fact that they like way rev up their pricing.
Yeah. But I will say something about them that's different than most MLMs is that it's really easy to buy. You don't have to go through a person to buy it. Like you can just buy it on Amazon. Like you can just buy it.
So they're not full on network marketing.
No. Okay. I think they call it as something a little bit different. Like you're a partner or you're something else, but you can just buy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's one. And then the other one that's really popular is Matcha Bloom Purity Powder.
I don't know anything about that. But I do like Peak.
Yes. The important thing is here.
Queen.
Oh my gosh. I would spend and put money behind matcha. And here's why. Okay. The benefit from matcha specifically, and especially a ceremonial grade, organic, high quality matcha, the benefits are insane. Like you actually can see significant improvements in inflammation, inflammation being a big one, but in the there's direct correlation that if you're doing like good food and lifestyle things, that it can help with weight loss. There are so many benefits to matcha because of the polyphenol antioxidant property. There are certain chemicals in matcha specifically that directly impact your cortisol levels and can help bring them down. the L-theanine.
Which is why it's kind of a good choice. It can be a good choice for, as a substitute for coffee.
Yes, but there is some caffeine in them, so it can help with focus and a little bit of energy. But the pairing with L-theanine is what creates that lessened stress response in the body.
Okay.
So you drink a cup of matcha that's probably about 50 milligrams of caffeine. So about half of as a cup of coffee, but you're also getting the L-theanine, so you're not getting that same adrenaline rush that a lot of people have when they drink a cup of coffee or espresso or something like this.
Right.
So many benefits. I am a matcha queen and I am a matcha snob.
You are a matcha snob.
I don't think you need to be as snobby as I am if we're talking about like money.
Yeah.
But
well, then I'm going to go back to Peak.
Yeah, but I do like it, and I do think it is something worth putting money behind.
Yeah. I think so
as far as a health product
or health trend
or health trend.
But I would say too, be careful. Be careful of the pretty packages and the big marketing and the influencers pushing it, because that just increases the price point for something that you could just do a little bit of research and get a good, like you said, organic ceremonial grade that you're going to pay. You're still going to pay for it. A good matcha is not cheap, but you don't need to pay for everybody's marketing on top of that.
Yes.
I just want to say one thing about Peak tea though.
Okay, go ahead.
It's one of my favorites as far as a green tea. The green tea, they come in little packets.
Just so you know, we're not affiliated with them.
Oh gosh, no, we're not. But they come in little.
I want to be clear, we're saying that.
They come in little packets, and I take them like when I'm going to go play tennis or some sort of like being out and being active, because I just put it in my water, and it's just a great little energy boost, so to speak. But it's so easy, and they have several different a lemon and different things that are just really good. So
yeah. So anyway, so again, that one, and then this Purity Bloom powder is a popular
How much
one.
is that one?
It's $34 for the month. I think you could probably get something cheaper, but it's not bad, honestly. You may be paying a little bit for branding, but it's a 30-month supply for $34. So
30-day supply.
30 days.
Not a 30-month supply for $34. That would be like an entire tub.
So anywho, so that's that one. And I think that I think matcha
is a positive all the way around.
Yeah. Okay.
What was next?
Cortisol balancing supplements specifically. So when I was doing some research on,
these are the ones
on products that were really popular, there's one in particular and I had never heard of them, but again, I was just doing brand research. So just because I haven't heard of it doesn't mean other people haven't, but I do think cortisol supplements, cortisol balancing supplements, or cortisol reducing supplements are very popular. This one in particular,
because everyone is realizing that, their cortisol is probably dysregulated. So they're looking for something to
put
help it back into place, right?
Without understanding
cortisol. Correct.
Okay. So
sounds good.
This one in particular, it's from Dr. Nigma.
Oh, that's a new one. I haven't heard of that one.
I haven't heard of him, her. I guess I could Google quick, but I did not. And so it's a $60 supplement. So it's fairly expensive per month.
Okay.
So fairly expensive. Now here's the thing. There are ingredients in here, interesting ingredients. I would say we have used 80% of these ingredients for clients as on individual levels. However, you cannot take a cortisol balancing supplement and expect your hormones to respond if you're not doing the lifestyle work.
Right.
And especially with adaptogens, which this one uses.
I was just going to guess and say, is it mostly adaptogens?
It's kind of like half. It uses 2 adaptogens.
Okay.
So now adaptogens can be very helpful to help stabilize cortisol levels, but adaptogens also work differently for every person.
Correct.
So you have to find a therapeutic dose of the right adaptogen in order to gain the benefit. So you're just buying a random cortisol supplement with an ashwagandha. It actually, like, you may be the person that helps, but more often than not, it probably won't work. And if your cortisol, let's say, for example, your cortisol is dysregulated where it's not high anymore because what goes up must come down. And now we're in a place where cortisol is quite low and you're still experiencing that fatigue and drag and hormonal chaos and all the things because your cortisol is low. You take an adaptogen that suppresses cortisol, you're not going to like it.
No, you're not. No. And I was going to say, and ashwagandha is one of those ones that it doesn't work for everybody. I'd say it's probably 60-40. And the other thing is ashwagandha. There's a particular type of ashwagandha that is most effective if it's going to be. Also, I'm betting that these are not therapeutic doses.
Well, that's the other thing.
Particular anything in there.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. When you're looking at any kind of combination supplement, I mean, it doesn't really matter what it says it's going to help you with. Any combination is not going to be therapeutic levels. Because imagine either the size of the pill or how many you'd have to take in order to get a therapeutic dose of what's in it.
Which is why when we do cortisol support,
we're looking at individual
therapeutic dose, one thing that's tailored to the person in front of us. So this one also includes L-theanine, which again, if you're drinking matcha, great, good, which does help with relaxation. It really does.
It does. It's a pretty good one.
It's a good one.
Yep.
But again, I take it in a therapeutic dose on its own if that's the one you want to try. It also includes horny goat for libido. So again,
but then to me, it's kind of like, why are we? I guess when you're fatigued, when you're not feeling great, you're like the last thing on your mind is sex, having a response to that. So, but why would you? To me, it's kind of like fix the problem and then that will come. It's not throw that in there too. It's going to give you all these things.
Right. And this also has 5-HTP and GABA, which again, you have to be a very specific person for that to benefit. And sometimes it can make you feel a lot worse, but there are benefits to it. And we've used these things, but you have to look at the whole person before doing this. And it is a proprietary blend. And when we say proprietary blend, essentially it doesn't tell you how much of each individual thing. It just gives you an overarching. It's like 490 milligrams of all of these.
Which at 490 milligrams, none of that
is because an ashwagandha therapeutic dose is going to be 500-600 milligrams. So you're already getting
underneath.
Minimal.
So basically you're paying for something. You're
$50.
But you're paying. And you know what? There are supplements out there that are very good individual therapeutic levels that could be about $60 because they're sourced well. You're getting what it says you're getting and you're using it for a therapeutic reason. But to this kind of thing is not only is it not a good value, I would dare say you're really just, throwing money down the toilet. Ha ha. For real. You're going to eliminate it and it's not going to do anything.
So all in all, we don't recommend any cortisol balancing supplements at all, period.
Right.
If you're working with somebody, and exploring why, the deeper root causes of cortisol dysregulation, and then specifically finding one of these things. Again, I have nothing bad to say about the individual ingredients. It's just, they're not going to be therapeutic. You're wasting your money and you don't know how you're going to respond to them.
Also, when you put things in combination on the not responding or not knowing how you're going to respond, you're not going to understand which one of those pieces of that particular combo aren't working for you. There could be things in there that would. And if you were doing things therapeutically and individually,
one at a time.
You would know.
Okay, here's a funner, a fun one.
Yeah, what's this one?
This is the high frequency wand for skincare lovers.
The first thing that comes to mind when you say the high frequency wand is, I think,
sex toy.
No, wow. No, I was going the Disney route, and I was like, bippity boppity boo. But this one over here, these are things I'm not sure I want to know.
I mean,
Okay. Is it a sex toy? Is that what that is?
not a sex toy.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a skincare thing. So this one's been very popular this year. It uses
High frequency,
but it uses like violet light, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So killing bacteria, reducing breakouts, calming inflammation, and then it has like different attachments. So you can do more targeted, like individual breakouts. It has like a point wand and a spoon wand, and then it also has a red light wand, which red light can be beneficial,
right, depending on the frequency of it. But I was going to say that interesting. Some of these things, I mean, that was actually used for a while in dermatology. Like, you know, what was used 15, 20 years ago was kind of new.
Yeah.
Wands, light treatments to reduce the inflammation, acne has to be attacked from the inside out.
Yeah.
But the overall appearance when your body is struggling and it's presenting, it's telling you, communicating, hey, there's a problem, but people just, they don't feel comfortable in their own skin, and they want to be able to go out and do things, but feel like you're being stared at all the time. So it really was good for reducing the appearance.
Right. And this one in particular got famous because of Kendall Jenner. If that means anything to you, you probably doesn't.
Oh, is that one of the kids?
Yeah, that's one of the kids. I guess not the Kardashian kids, but it's the Jenner kids on the other side. So there's the Kardashians and there's the Jenners.
I didn't know that they had their own. Oh, sorry.
Okay, Kylie, Kendall Jenner.
Chris's
kids with Bruce.
Okay.
Then you have the Kardashians,
which were her kids with Robert.
Correct.
Okay.
But they're step.
They're step people.
Half.
Okay.
They're half siblings.
Pop culture. Wow. Okay.
So Kendall and Kylie are very, very billionaire famous.
Oh. Okay.
They have a lot of skincare beauty products. Oh. This is a Kendall. I don't think this is her product, but
does their dad participate?
Okay. Anywho, moving on. What's your thought?
This is fabulous. Yeah, it is. I think things to help people.
Do you think this could actually help somebody?
I think that what it does is would help you psychologically feel better, because it's going to diminish the redness and the topical inflammation that comes from breakouts that are the embarrassing part of it, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to cure acne. It's not going to make it go away.
But then wouldn't you want to spend this $100 on something that would?
I think,
because it depends on the person.
But I think it's a combo, right? And I think it's, when you're trying to fix something like acne is just like I kind of threw out there, but it's your body's communication to say, hey, we've got an internal problem.
Yes.
And I need to get rid of whatever that is.
Some people's inflammatory response when there's internal inflammation is very much apparent on the skin.
Yes.
That is one of the biggest places for me that inflammation
or when or hormonal, like big hormonal shifts or big hormonal imbalances is dang it, I said hormonal imbalance in the same sentence, but big hormonal shifts, your skin usually shows it. So I would say that yes, using different tools in order to be able to just, be happy, live your life, not be self-conscious every single minute of the day. And this is
it's not going to fix anything.
But it calms it. Cause okay. I mean, because when
red light therapy, but wouldn't, so
you'd be better off to get like a red light therapy device, a lot less expensive. That would help that inflammation.
It's the same cost, but you're going to get a larger amount of red light therapy that's going to help other things like cellular turnover and like essentially helping to create the hormones that your body needs from an internal standpoint, help with circadian rhythm, which is going to help lower inflammation. Like there's so many other benefits to red light. I'm like, if I'm spending $100+ on a device, it's not going to be the spot treat.
Yes, I would agree. And it would do the same thing.
The bigger thing.
It would do the same thing for you, which would be help the outward appearance.
Yeah. But at least on the red light therapy standpoint, you're getting some internal benefit as well.
Correct.
But caveat to all of this, it's not necessary. If your budget is low, the better thing to put your money behind is going to be whole foods.
Yeah.
Whole foods that are going to lower inflammation, working on that blood sugar, those lifestyle things that are going to help. And then getting a little bit deeper with the gut. There's a huge gut skin connection. And so I would do the basics. You got to do the basics, the fiber and the eating 3 nutrient dense meals a day and calming that inflammation. That's going to go so much further. So put your money behind that.
Those kinds of things. Yeah, I agree.
And if you're already doing that and you're in a waiting period, or like you said, like you really need some additional support, maybe, but I don't know. Okay. I'm going to move on though.
Okay.
Inhaling salts. How do you feel about inhaling salts?
You mean like
little jars, like little jars of salts you take and you sniff. So not like bath salts.
Oh no. Oh, you know what? I actually know what those are because I worked in a pediatric ER and I wouldn't have known other than that.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, no, I know smelling salts, like
inhaling salts.
Yeah. In the
you
old
open
days.
the jar, you breathe it in.
Well, okay. So
you feel less puffy and stuffy, and
okay,
saline, it's aromatherapy.
Oh, it's aromatherapy because I was going to say saline in another.
No, it's aromatherapy.
You're just smelling a salt?
Yeah, meth. Wow, menthol, peppermint, lavender, eucalyptus, Himalayan salt. You're literally just you open it, you inhale deeply. It's aromatherapy.
Yeah,
this has been very popular.
So it's aromatherapy.
Yeah,
and so
salt crystals.
But the salt crystals aren't going to do you any good unless like you have to be
$20 for a little jar, by the way.
Okay, so you can make your own. Find your favorite scent.
Yeah.
Find your favorite scent. Throw some, rock salt in a little jar. Put a couple drops in there because really all the salt's doing in that place is just holding the fragrance, and then you're smelling the fragrance and you get whatever benefit from that.
Which is what?
Well, I mean, lavender is calming. Peppermint is
this is like this just reminds me of like essential oils again.
That's what it is. Only they're just putting it in a different medium. I mean, they're just saying, oh, you're going to get some benefit from the saline piece of that, or Himalaya salt. You're going to get some benefit, but not really. It needs to be aerosolized in order for you to be able to get some actual benefits from,
it's placebo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just feels good.
If you're sick, I guess, like breathing in that mint.
Peppermint
like you take
can help. Eucalyptus. Yeah. Yeah. All those things, but they're not.
But it's just to feel better. It's not that it's doing anything.
Correct.
Okay. So don't waste your money.
What was the claim?
It just says, it literally just says, stress relieving products.
Sure. If you smell some lavender just so relaxing.
So okay.
No. We used to use people. Well, no, but we, I mean, again, some of these things are so funny. It's like, I think back to 25 years ago, and we would take lavender oil and put it on a cotton ball and put it on someone who was sick in the hospital. You could attach it.
We did that with the dogs.
Yeah, it's just calming. Lavender is calming. Yeah. Helps a lot of, I did a lot of hospice, and we did that with hospice patients as well.
Sure.
It's calming.
Okay. It's not going to fix anything. So
yeah.
Whatever. I guess to each their own on that one. If you want to spend the money.
Okay. Got one more?
I have 3 more. So we'll try to breeze through these. Okay.
Let's go quicker.
Lymphatic teas, lymphatic cleansing teas. This just means diuretic teas.
Yes,
you're just gonna
pee.
You're gonna pee a lot.
Yes.
That's all that means.
When you see the word lymphatic on anything you're going to ingest, that's really what it's doing, is trying to make you pee. And I think that was you thinking of the yerba mate.
Yerba mate,
whatever. It looks like yerba mate to me.
Yeah, but that's people claim that's for lymphatic clearing, detoxing, and the lymphatic system.
Yeah, it's diuretic.
Lymphatic. In order for your lymph you have to physically move. Yeah. Okay. Like you don't. Yes. That's how you clear your lymph. Movement.
Yeah.
Movement. And this is why massage helps. It helps literally stimulate the movement but your lymph is also
well, that's a specific type of massage.
Yes.
Doing a lymph massage. It's not your
Yeah, but
work my knot and my shoulder out massage.
Yeah, but this is not going to clear impurities or help you detox.
Well, it will help you pee more.
Which is not going to be a good thing, is you're going to lose minerals.
You're going to lose your,
that.
yes, exactly. You're going to drop your electrolytes.
This one does have matcha. This particular one does have matcha and lemon balm, which again are good in and of themselves, by themselves, and dosing that is working. But the yerba mate really throws me because I think that's been really popular.
Yeah, but you made a comment and you were like, oh, it's from South America. So of course everybody in America wants to drink it because it's cool. It's from South America.
Like, oh yeah.
We're terrible with that.
Oh, if it comes from either
anywhere else.
Like the East, Eastern mythology, go and do jungle ceremonies with it, we're like, yes, that's going to cure everything. And the same, if like it comes from south of the equator, we like feel the same way. Like they have some knowledge that we don't have. Like, no, it's just got some caffeine in it. It's going to make you pee. It doesn't even, it'll be like, oh, it's full of polyphenols. It doesn't even have a fraction of what matcha has.
I know.
So, whatever. I guess matcha's Japanese. So, but green tea plants. It's not exotic. It's not anything special. No. It's not going to do anything. No. It does have a good amount of caffeine, so it may increase circulation, but it's also going to make you pee because caffeine does that. It's a diuretic.
It's a diuretic. The other thing I would say though, if you're going to choose between yerba mate in a can or a Red Bull in a can, go yerba mate all day. Like if that's the reason you're drinking it because it has a caffeine boost and it gives you energy, I would say I would choose that over Red Bull because Red Bull, I could do a whole podcast on how nasty Red Bull is for so many reasons.
What about Monster?
Oh, same thing. God, it doesn't matter.
Chug Monster.
Yep. So anyway,
I just think about that now. Like I did that when I was in my mid 20s, early 20s. Like what did I need Monster energy for?
Because you were out until 3 a.m. and then you had to get up in the morning. That's why. Okay. What? It's like there's a reason.
That's not true. I was a shift worker.
Well, also,
anyways.
Yes, and you wanted to be awake so you could go dive during the day or whatever the heck you were doing. And think about then when you got to your early 30s, your whole body was like totally messed up.
I know.
So,
but anywho, so all in all, please don't spend money on detox or what is it, lymphatic clearing, unless you just want to pee a lot. Then have fun. I guess
pee more anyway. We'll pee more.
Okay, seabuckthorn for skin.
Oh, okay.
I love
seabuckthorn. I
do really like it as a oil cleanser. It's a really great one. I will say you could put, if you don't have, I always say with skincare, like the simpler, the better, the less ingredients, the better, the less steps, the better. Your skin doesn't want to be messed with.
No, it also doesn't want changes.
It doesn't want change.
It wants boring, do the same thing every day.
Yeah. And it wants minimal.
Yes.
Like sometimes actually just like a hot washcloth is better than anything.
Well, that's
else.
better in the morning because you don't want to strip all of the oil off of your face. Yeah. It's just,
So,
anyway.
Seabuckthorn, easily absorbed into the skin, is really great for impurities. It's just a really great oil overall. And then it does help so much with inflammation.
Yeah, it's really good for, it's inflammatory conditions, skin conditions.
Yeah. It exfoliates. It's actually a really good one. So if you're looking for a good cleanser oil, that's one I would look for actually. Yeah. So seabuckthorn, that's a good one for me.
Me too. We've used it for therapeutic things as well. And it's because it works.
Yeah. And I will say like you with this in particular, this product, just look for like you don't have to go for the most expensive thing, but it's going to be actually more affordable than some of the other facial cleansers out there. It's not going to be the $12 Neutrogena that you're getting, which isn't doing anything for you.
Right.
It's going to be more in the $20, $30 range. But again, it's an oil you use a very minimal amount.
Right. It lasts a very long time.
And it's a really good one. So I would put money behind it. Okay, last one. The LED face mask.
Oh, well.
How do you feel? At medical grade.
I love them.
Why?
I do because I think
this is the same thing as like the wands.
It is the same thing as the wand, but I do think that there are benefits to red light. Now,
yeah, but this would be, I would, okay,
here, but here's the thing.
pay the extra
do you want
$50
just your face, or do you want to get a stand where you could target it? Well, how much is this?
200.
200. Okay, so and how much is our hygge?
Okay, the little ones though, that would only get the chest, is like 112.
Okay, still.
But the bigger ones, like if you want like the full stand, full body, those are expensive.
Sure, but you can get the smaller version, and you can literally, like, if you had,
yeah, you can
20
save
minutes,
$100.
you can do from here to here,
which she's pointing to her chest, to her head,
right here to here. Oh, sorry, that's right. Not everybody's watching the video. Pardon me, but you can do a chunk at a time, right? You're going to do like 12 inches, and then you could stand up and do 12 more, and you could, you don't need to. But I do think there are tons and tons of benefits to red light.
I think the only reason that you should be using red light, like when people do it face stuff for fine lines, wrinkles, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, yes, it helps with cellular turnover, so going to improve the texture of your skin. Sure. But mainly I think people think this is going to make them like look younger.
No.
That is not the purpose of red light therapy. And that's what irritates me about this. If you're looking to reduce fine lines and wrinkles, not to like push this, but wrinkles form from tension in the face. Everyone thinks it's like sagging and gravity. No, it's from tension. And so over time, right? Tense, stress is why stressed people have more wrinkles than not.
Mm-hmm.
It's due to tension. So here's something that's free. Do 5 to 10 minutes of acupressure on your face at night and try to release some of the fascia muscles in your face to reduce the tension. That will also help with lymphatic drainage, because you can start to move lymph down your neck into your
we've got a whole string of lymph nodes right here
that will dump into the blood, that will then carry the toxins out of your body. This is free. This works way better if you're using LED masks for wrinkles or wanting to look younger or whatever, improving the quality of your skin. However, red light therapy, when used for the purpose of red light therapy, which really does help when people have circadian rhythm issues, when we're having trouble making the hormones associated with and when we're talking about like circadian rhythm hormones, like when you do have a cortisol dysregulation, it can really help. It does help create more cellular energy. So if you are somebody that's really struggling with like thyroid, metabolic, or fatigue or things like that, like it does help, but so does eating nutrient dense food. I'm just saying that
overall as a product, it's not a bad product, but it's not going to stop you from getting wrinkles. So if you're purchasing it, I'm just saying, if you're purchasing it for that reason, but I will say that using red light,
like you're 85 and you look beautiful.
No, but it's so funny because everybody thinks about that, like, oh, it's gravity that's pulling this down, and I laugh.
Tension in your neck. This main muscle in your neck, the big reason why you get the jowls.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that but then they go and get Botox to release the tension in the muscle.
Well, that's funny. Just do it yourself.
I know, and actually, like
the acupressure that you can do every night, like you push.
Yeah.
But you're pushing until you're getting that muscle release.
And you'll feel the muscle release, because it'll be a little bit of pain for a minute, and then all of a sudden
it releases.
Feel it release.
It's the same thing when you're have muscle when you do like rolling out of your muscles. Right? It's the same thing. We're just releasing that fascia tension. That will actually minimize, like, especially I think about the glabella.
The angry 11s.
If you have 11s or what is it, the 3s?
Yeah.
Doing acupressure around the forehead and like scalp massage, pulling your hair. These are all things that are going to be like way more beneficial. So again, we've recommended red light therapy to few and far between of people depending on the certain situation, what they're struggling with, but never for skin. I've never once recommended it.
No.
To improve skin.
No.
And I think it's really funny that it's caught on as like, oh, it's cellular turnover, which we love, like retinol, right? And vitamin A, which again,
we don't love retinol.
Retinol is vitamin A.
Yes, but I don't love retinol.
Cream, but it's the same thing. They do it because it's cellular turnover, which is just eat some freaking vitamin A. It's the same thing.
Yes. It is the same. And it's actually better for you, because if you're ingesting vitamin A, your body knows what to do with it. And it's not going to thin your skin, which is what retinol does.
Yes.
So it's not good for long-term use.
So anyway, so those are the popular products. Yays and the nays.
Yeah.
I hope
our opinions of the yays and the nays on these things.
And and hopefully you just like, what should you spend money on? What's good? What's where are we at? So hopefully you got some ideas and some things that would be helpful.
We'd love to hear from you guys if you're using any of these, if it changed your mind, if you disagree, anything. Like we love hearing from you. So thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.